What's up YouTube? Thrift Hunter here with this week's estate sale finds. Sorry I didn't make a video last week. I did buy some stuff. I've just been having kind of a roller coaster of a last week or two here. It's been a little bit crazy, so I've had a couple of things going on. One is that I've had my hot water off for the past 5 days in my apartment complex because they're replacing the gas line. So that's been causing a little bit of stress around here. And then for those who most of you already probably saw that follow my eBay page, but I also had the Octopus ring returned. Buyer just didn't like it, so that was a big sale that ended up getting returned. It happens. I've already been getting some pretty good offers on that ring. It's gonna sell again. I'm not really worried about that, but it was a big sale coming back. And then there's also a box of coins that sold that I showed you guys in my sold video has gone missing from the post office. So not very happy about that. It's been about 10 days since it was last scanned, so it's just fallen off the map, and it was a lot of money in coins, and it's looking like I'm probably gonna be out $500. So not very excited about that. Trying to keep positive and just keep moving forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I found kind of this week and last week. I have a bunch of stuff, so sit back and enjoy. So we'll start out with some cross pens. You guys know I buy cross pens like all the time. One sale had a whole box basically full of these cross pens. I asked how much. They're like, oh, give us $2 a piece. So I was like, cool, I'll take them all. I think it was around 12 pens for 24 bucks. So a couple of these are Parker pens. So there's a couple of chrome Parker pens, but there's a whole bunch of these gold-filled cross pens. You know, there's 14 karat ones, 10 karat ones, 12 karat ones. They're all gold-filled. Couple of different sets. There's pens and pencils. And so this is already listed on eBay. That's kind of why I have it all grouped together here. Here's a Schaeffer white dot. This is called Imperial Schaeffer. So it actually has like a little crown next to the Schaeffer mark, which makes it a little bit better. This one does have a monogram on it, so that kind of hurts the value a little bit. It's got like an inscription. But I did like the clip on these. I didn't know that this was like a thing, but you like can open the pen and close the pen by the clip, so that's pretty neat. Haven't seen that before. So there's a nice Schaeffer pen there that came with a box. And then at a different sale I bought this. This was like I believe like 10 bucks. So this is got a really nice engraving all the way around it. I'm not sure how well the camera will pick it up, but I saw that engraving all the way around it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And this is Imperial Schaeffer as well, so it's got that cool button clip. So I picked that up. That's probably the best set of pens that's in the lot here. These go for about $50 by themselves. I have this whole group listed on eBay. Right now, not really getting too many offers. I did get an offer that was okay, but decided not to take it. I'm trying to get a little bit more. It's been kind of a recurring theme on eBay lately, as well as I've just been getting a lot of lowball offers on just everything, and I'll talk more about it as we go through the jewelry, but estate sales have been kind of junky this week, so we'll continue on to some more jewelry. So here's a couple of items that I bought and ended up being damaged. So I've been going to, maybe 20 or 30 estate sales in the past 2 weeks. I've been to a ton of garage sales, just been everywhere, right? And the estate sale people, some of them have prices that are so ridiculous that you can't buy anything, and they just are wasting everyone's time. And I've been getting such low offers on eBay that I'm really kind of, I've had some really good sales, no doubt. Like lately I've had some really great sales of stuff that have just sold full price. But then I've also had some stuff that's just sitting. So when I get anything that's damaged, it's basically just gonna never sell. So I don't know if this stuff will sell. It may. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But like, here's a nice different kind of silver bracelet with some stones on it. But then right next to the clasp on this piece, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here on this one. So you can see the little dots all the way at the bottom, and then one is missing one. So that part's broken there. And of course, you know, all these estate sale places are no refund and all of that. So there's one that's like a really nice bracelet, but you have to describe the damage in your listing. You know, you can't just like say, oh, it's okay, because, you know, people will just return it. So it's a really nice bracelet, but it's got damage. So just having to describe that is just going to make it almost impossible to sell. Here's another piece. So I bought a ton of turquoise this week. And here's one of the pieces I bought, and I'm not really mad about these. I mean, I didn't pay that much, but you know, it would be nice if the estate sale companies would maybe check over their stuff and let you know if it's damaged or not, but of course that's not going to happen. But here's another case of one of these turquoise stones is damaged. So it's got a chunk missing out there. This is a J. King piece, so I bought a lot of J. King turquoise pieces this week, which I will do very well on, but here's one that got damaged. This would be probably a $50 or $60 necklace. With the damage, you know, probably 30 bucks or something, maybe more, but we'll see. But it's marked on the clasp here. It's DRT 925, which is Desert Rose Trading, is the J. King kind of handle. But there's a nice, you know, chunk turquoise necklace, but of course, again, it's got that one damaged stone, which kind of sucks. And then here's a piece that I bought from watching my buddy Secondhand Daisy. He was letting me know about this kind of stuff in his video. This is a Heidi Doss piece. So you can see there, Heidi Doss China. But then again, you can see there's an issue with one of these strands. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not really sure. Here it is. So one of these is like the string is kind of messed up on it, where it's starting to come apart. You know, it's a made in China piece, so what do you really expect? But again, another one that I bought. Turns out it's damaged. This is like, again, maybe a $50 piece in good condition. In this kind of condition, you know, someone can restring it, but it's just the fact that you have to add in that description on eBay makes it really hard to sell. So, you know, it's kind of been annoying of all these really, really high priced estate sales sitting out for hours and hours and hours, and then you buy stuff and then it's damaged and they didn't describe it or anything like that. Didn't let you know that it was damaged or discount it at all. These places are not discounting anything, so it's been a little bit tough on that front. Here's a really nice piece that is damaged, but I'm okay with it being damaged because it was like something like this I'm okay with because it's kind of obvious. But here's a little pocket watch. This was 15 bucks. It's damaged. I have it listed already, not a lot of interest because of course the condition's pretty poor, but I saw this and had to buy it. So it's got this really nice guilloche enamel, but there's a bunch of damage to these like little pearls, and the enamel's damaged and everything like that. But this is a really, really old little pocket watch. This is from like 1870 or something like that when I looked it up. You know, I believe this one runs as well. It runs even though it's busted. But I really liked it. If this was in really good condition, this would be like maybe $200 or something. I'm gonna try and get, I don't know, I've got it listed for like 80, but realistically probably like 40 eventually when I do lower the price and try and get it sold. But it's silver. Really nice design. I love buying stuff with nice design, even if it's busted and whatever. Here's a little 10 karat pin that I bought. I had to spend $20 on it. Again, just another overpriced sale where you want to try and buy something. So I bought this. It's marked 10 karat on the back, and it's got some pretty nice looking diamonds in there. Like I would be pretty much 100% sure those are diamonds because of the way that how sparkly they are and how they're cut and everything. But yeah, picked that up. It's a Vivian Woodard, which I guess is like an old either cosmetics company or paint company or something. That I think it's a cosmetics company. And this is like their sales award pin, and so I bought that. Do have some people looking at that. Here's a really nice 3-row sterling little bracelet with some, kind of opals. They're supposed to be, they are opals, but they're pretty dull in the color. There's a couple of flashes in there, and then some garnets down the outside. Spent a little bit too much on this. They had it nicely like laid out in a case, in a bracelet case, and it looks really nice, and it is nice. But I buy it and they go, oh yeah, we keep the cases. I've been running into that a lot too. Like if you have it displayed and a price, like the price is on the case, like the case should come with the piece. I don't understand. There's a lot of estate sales that you'll buy something and then they're like, oh, we'll keep the case. And it's like, well, that's part of what I was buying, but whatever. I've got plenty of cases, but still, it's just a little frustrating that these places are like that. So there's that piece there. A couple of earrings. $5 a piece. These are sterling. These ones are marked with the designer name. These are mother of pearl and sterling. I saw a pair of these that sold for about $30, and then these are just Mexico stamped clip-on earrings that they're silver. Just had a nice heavy weight to them. It's not too bad, so $5 a piece. I'm okay with that. That sterling charm bracelet. A nice charm bracelet. I see a ton of sterling charm bracelets, and they're always priced like way too high. I go to these estate sales all the time. They always have silver charm bracelets, but they're usually like $40, $50 that they're asking for them, and they're never like really nice charms or anything like that. But I bought this one, I think, for $20, and it does have some nice charms. It's got a nice trolley car, and then it's got this this one here, the little basket carrier. This has like a designer name on it. It's silver, and then it has a wicked from the play Wicked, a witch's hat, and then it's got the word wicked there. So I have this and another one, this one with some little scholar hat and other charms on it. I've got these listed for like, I don't know, $50 or something, $60, and I've got some interest, but I don't really have that high hopes for them. That's why I don't understand these estate sales that sell one bracelet for $40-50. It's like, it's not even gonna sell at that price. So, been a little frustrated, so sorry if I'm venting to you guys, but you guys are the ones that understand. What else? Here's a ring I bought. I thought this was neat. It's marked, I think, FP 925 China. It's just got like a black faceted glass all the way around. Really cool. If you look online, there's actually a company that did a design pretty similar to this out of diamond, like just straight full diamond ring. It kind of looks like this, so I thought this was neat. It's a nice ring, but again, when you list something like this, unless I can find out who that maker is on the inside, it's just going to be way too hard to sell for any decent amount of money. I mean, I would think this is worth like $30, but it may be kind of hard to sell. We'll see. You really need keywords. Keywords is the big thing. I'll show you this. This is something that I specifically saw in a picture and went to go buy pretty much, just because I wanted it. I showed you guys before I bought a bonsai pot, and I bought these, which are bonsai scissors, and they are actually marked, you know, fully marked here. Let's see. It's got a marking on there, and then it's got a marking on the other side. These are like forged scissors. Probably kind of weird for going on about scissors, but if you use these before, like if you've ever used a really nice set of scissors, this is like going from cheap, you know, knives to like a really nice chef knife. Is just like, they're amazing with how well they cut. I mean, these things are razor blades. Super comfortable in the hand. This is a smaller size scissors, obviously for smaller little bonsai plants for clipping the leaves and whatnot. But I've been using these constantly since I bought them. Paid $8 for them. Of course, the estate sale people have no clue what these are. They thought they were for sewing, but I know that these are bonsai scissors because I've tried to buy them before. If you go online and try and find something like this that's really good quality, it'll run you about $50 for a set of scissors like this. Really nice. Love them. Okay, so here's another piece that I bought at an estate sale that I saw in the pictures that I kind of recognized right away and wanted to buy if I could. This is like it's from what I can tell, it's a Santo Domingo necklace, like a Puebla Indian necklace, with, looks like jet, shell, turquoise, and Mexican jade. So nice piece. This was $20, which was a good deal. Does have a little bit of like looseness here in the string. So it definitely needs to be kind of tightened up on the restring, which hurts it a little bit. I think it may need to have some adjusting, but it's it's an older piece. You can tell that by the clasp and the string, how it's really old. On here, there's like the little bench beads and the really old dirty string there. So it's just probably loosened up over the years. Nice piece. I would think that it's worth like over $100, but I've had this sitting on eBay for a little while at like $170 or something, because I think it's really nice. And if you look at some comparables, this is probably the nicest one that you can find on there. So I've already, you know, like I got an offer. I've got this at $170 and I got an offer for $30. So like, I mean, obviously it's not unreasonable because I paid, you know, less than that for it, but like, if I have it listed for like 5 times the price, like why would you? It doesn't bother me because I have best offer. You know, obviously I could take best offer off if I was really firm on my prices. But if you guys look, I've sold over 400 things at best offer, so I'm definitely willing to work with people. But I've been getting a lot of like I counter offer and they'll come up like $1. It's like, really, you think it's gonna change my mind for $1? So I don't know. Been getting a lot of that. I think that's like the new business on eBay, is to just go around and lowball as many people as you can, and then, you know, eventually you've got to get someone who's gonna take your offer, right? Definitely on gold and silver and stuff, I get that a lot, where people just come in and just throw me lowball offers like every single time I list anything. So it's kind of annoying, but no big deal. There's that piece. This is kind of funny. I bought one of these at an estate sale, and then I went to another estate sale that had a bunch of this type of stuff, and got a second one. So both of these again are J King. So these are both marked with the DRT sterling. Here, I guess I can show you the mark real quick. And you'll see a lot of people list this as DTR, because that's kind of how it looks, but it's supposed to be DRT, but whatever. So it's marked. I paid the same price for both of these, so $10 each. They're real big. They're like 23-inch long or something. It's kind of cool. I don't really do many quantity listings because usually I don't have the same exact piece, but these two are exactly the same piece. Same measurements and everything. So that's interesting. So I was able to lower the price on these to, I think I've got them at like $50 a piece or something. I thought these would be worth more, but I guess there's a couple of completeds that sold for probably too cheap in my opinion, but that are kind of making these harder to sell. But really nice pieces. It's coral and pearl, big J King pieces. So got 2 of those. This was neat. I thought this would be worth a little bit more than it is. It's a stamped sterling bracelet, cuff bracelet, and you guys know that sometimes cuff bracelets can go for a lot of money if they're like Native American and whatever. But this one, I guess, is like an Alaskan bracelet, and it's called like the Campfire Girls and Wohelo, which I don't know what any of that means, but I was able to find it online. And these are from, I think, the early 1900s, but they seem to be pretty common, so this only sells for like $30 or $40. So not the greatest purchase, but I thought it was nice. Here's a sterling, this is, let's see if it'll show you, Bailey, Banks and Biddle sterling cuff bracelet watch. I think I spent like $20 on this. It's okay. It's got a little bit of wear to it, to the silver, but it's a nice manual watch that runs. Definitely was interested in this piece because sometimes Bailey, Banks and Biddles is a really high-end company, and sometimes the watch movements that they put in their watches can be really high-end movements. So with this one just being marked like with their name on it, I was kind of hoping that this may have like a really fancy movement in it, but it doesn't. It's just like a regular 16 or 17 jewel little manual wind, but nice cuff bracelet. It's got decent weight to it. I like it. What else? You know, sterling little earrings. I think these were like $1 or something. I don't know what the design is on them. It's like a flower or something. I went to an estate sale today and found some little sterling earrings and then like a couple little sterling cufflinks. They're like, yeah, $20 a piece. And I'm like, for like earrings like this, just little, you know, whatever earrings that really don't mean anything to me, $20. It's like, y'all are crazy. Let's see, a sterling, Mexico sterling bracelet, little older one. I don't know how much I paid for this, like $10. So not totally cheap, but not bad. Picked that one up. Here's a nice heart bracelet. I don't remember what I paid for this. Probably around $10 as well. This is a QVC designer bracelet, and it's a super jingly one. Nice silver one. I've had it listed for a little bit. Got some interest in it, but again, people just like want to throw you an offer of like $15 for something like this. It's like you can't go buy this for $15. Good luck. So I don't know, a little frustrated. There's that one. Big sterling silver heart locket. I think I paid around $10 for this as well. Large size. You guys know I like buying the lockets. Big sterling silver piece there. Let's see, I bought this. I think this was around $10 as well. This is an Eisenberg piece. Really neat little molded glass, kind of looks like brains. Little piece that I bought at a estate sale. It had a lot of jewelry, a lot of kind of cool stuff that I bought from them. So that's an Eisenberg piece. You would think this would be worth a decent amount as well, being signed Eisenberg, good condition with an interesting design. I have it listed for, I don't know, $40 or something. Not really selling, so. But stuff will sell, so I just have to wait it out. I've been learning a lot about patience on eBay lately. Here's a sterling shell. I think this is like Thailand or something. But nice little sterling shell necklace pendant. There's that. You know, I buy all little cufflinks. Little silver cufflinks. Here's a little 950 silver Damascene. What do they call that? Little tie clip. That was $1. here is, what is this? This is a Hamilton watch. Not running. Stainless steel back. Has a gold-filled bezel. Didn't pay much for it. Nice watch, but, you know, not running. It's whatever. It's just going to go in a watch lot with some of this other stuff. Like this one. Another old beat up little watch. Nice strap on it. Well, I do like the strap, but this one's not even gold filled. I almost forgot my favorite piece of the whole week that I bought is this piece here. It's a nice Zuni piece. So this was at a sale where I already knew that this company is the most overpriced company probably in my entire area. And I already knew that there was very likely I wasn't going to find anything. So I didn't show up early or anything like that. Just showed up because he was probably the only one with jewelry that day. So I just wanted to check it out and see if there was anything. Because I know my stuff really well. So I just figured maybe I can find something. It's just the worst to deal with because about five or six things I wanted to look at. They told me, oh, you know, it's not for sale right now. We haven't priced it yet, so we won't sell it. Just leave your name and number. We'll call you. And it's just like, just literally everything I picked up. How much is this one? Oh, that one's not for sale right now. How about this one? Oh, well, we can't sell that one. I'm like, what is going on? And then someone else was doing the same thing. They were looking at stuff, and they're like, oh, this one's not for sale. And it's like, what do you? This is a professional company, you know? It's like, how long have you guys had to set this up? And there were some other people that were really pissed that were looking at books, and he had books priced at like $50, $60. I mean, they were old. The quality of the stuff was good, like, don't get me wrong, but he was just pricing them straight at like eBay prices, and this stuff takes time to sell. It takes effort to sell. You're gonna get charged fees. Like, you cannot ask these kind of prices for books. I mean, come on. You've got to be doing right by your client to actually move some stuff. You think they want the books? Like, they don't want them. And they had some nice clothes, nice designer clothes, but it was like $30, $40, $50 for jackets and shoes and whatever. It's just disgusting of a sale. And these couple of people were pissed. They're like, I've never seen prices like this. Anyway, this is the one piece that I bought that I thought was okay. I had to pay way more than I would want to pay for this, but I looked up everything online before I made my decision. Like, he had some gold, some really nice gold stuff, but $1,200, $800, some nice silver belt buckles, $500, like, just crazy on the prices, you know, and I just don't think that's doing right by the client. But anyway, I digress. This piece obviously has a really nice look to it, right? You can tell right away this is a nice piece, something that really draws your eye in, so that's really good. That's why I wanted to look at it. I asked how much. I figured it was going to be like $300, $400. It's priced at $150. And then I saw this. So whenever you see a piece that is like, anytime you see a piece that's hand engraved with like a signature like this, is usually a good sign. This is what you want to see. You'll see a lot of unsigned pieces that are going to be much harder to sell than something like this that has really nice signature on it. So this is by Alex and Marilita Boone, Zuni, New Mexico. It's numbered and stamped. So this makes it a lot easier to sell, having this kind of an inscription. So $150 plus tax, might I add. So it was like $160 or something, which is really annoying. But I looked this up, and the cheapest one I could find on eBay or anywhere was around $400. Now, I don't think it's necessarily worth that much. Obviously, you can ask whatever you want. But I was able to find like some belt buckles that sold for a decent amount, some rings that sold for a decent amount, and I've done really well on Zuni, so maybe I paid too much, but I think at this price I'm okay. Like, you're not really gonna pay much less at a sale for something like this, and it's just got that look that's gonna, you know, someone's gonna buy it and want to wear it. So I'll put it up for like, I'll probably put it up for 400 and end up taking less because I'm gonna get lowball offers, of course. But really quality piece, and I'm okay paying up for something like this. And it was the only thing at the sale. I mean, I still waited probably an hour to get into the sale. Didn't show up really early like I normally would, but yeah, so I just had to pick the only piece I thought I could make money on. Alright, so we're going to try and speed this up. It's getting a little long, and my card's starting to get full. Here's a little bit of the better stuff. So I did buy a bunch of turquoise stuff. Probably about 10 or 11 different turquoise necklaces. Most of these are J. King. So here's a really nice looking J. King round bead necklace. This one I believe was about $10. This should, all these J. King turquoise should be anywhere from 50 to 100. This one probably around 75, I would think, just because it's a nicer design one. These are the ones that are not broken. Here's one that I bought at a different sale. This one's not J. King, and I tested the clasp and it's not even sterling, but it's a nice large triple strand turquoise necklace. Again, another newer one, like from China or something most likely, but really heavy, really nice design. Got like $100 on this so far, not even any interest at all. We'll see how that goes. Alright, my guinea pigs are starting to get a little excited over here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go feed my guinea pigs because when it gets to be their snack time, they start going crazy. So I gave them some food. Hopefully they'll let me finish this. Another J. King turquoise necklace. Not bad. I think this one was $15. Again, should be an easy seller. Not the best quality turquoise, but it's a nice looking piece. There's that one there. Here's another one. Big, I guess they were calling these like Boulder Turquoise or something like that. It's kind of like just the lower quality turquoise, where you can only get a little bit of the blue, which is the more valuable part. But another nice big stone J. King piece there. Nice and heavy. Sterling. Here's another one. This one's got a little leaf design. I think this one was about 10. Should be a 30 to 40-ish piece. You can check the completeds. They're pretty consistent sellers. Nice turquoise piece there. I'm gonna have a lot of these listed. That's gonna be probably the only issue, is kind of gonna be competing against myself. Oh, here's this. Here's a little sterling bracelet. This was also, I believe, $10. It weighs almost an ounce. I believe this one's marked with this name on it. I'm not really sure. Sterling, made in Hong Kong, and then Weicker or Walker, something like that. I'm assuming this is like a good luck bracelet or something like that. That's what it looks like. But it was nice and big and had a designer name on it, so I bought it. There's that. Here is one of the Strand necklaces. Got a bunch of these. So this one is what, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strand. So I've got 5 strand necklace here, turquoise, J. King piece, really nice chip necklace. Even these ones I see selling for like 75, 80 bucks. And most of these were 10 a piece, so should do very well on that one. And then I do have, let's see, I think one more of those. Yeah. I'll show it separate. Got that one, 5 strander. Then I have this one, which is 3 strands. 3 strands with the pendant, a little mosaic turquoise pendant. Again, a nice, really nice piece. Should be a pretty easy seller, but again, I'm gonna have like 10 of these listed at once, so we'll be competing against myself a little bit. But another nice, really nice J. King piece. I think that one was 20 that I paid for it. And then here's probably the best of them. This is a 10 strand necklace, so something to know about even pearls or other stone necklaces is you usually have a 3, a 5, maybe a 7, and a 10 strand, and the 10 strand is usually the most. Sometimes you can get a 20 strand or something like that, but the more strands the better typically, because each one of these, so if someone really wanted to, they could take each one of these and make a necklace out of it and then sell them at a flea market or something and probably make some money. So I think that might be what people do, but they also just like wearing these big 10 strands. So look at that, that's a huge 10 strand turquoise necklace. Saw multiple completed listings at $120 for these, so I'm hopeful I can get that much for that one. Yeah, I thought I had another one. Here's another one. This is another 5 strand, but this is kind of more of the, again, that kind of Boulder turquoise looking one, as opposed to the other 5 strand, which is more of a turquoise, which I think is a little bit nicer. I think this one's maybe a little bit nicer than this one, but there's a cool piece there. And then I have one more of the round ones. So another one that's probably really good. So I've got kind of both combinations of the 5 strand. I've got the Boulder and the turquoise, and then I've got of these round ones, again, the Boulder style and the regular turquoise style, with another sterling mosaic inlay pendant. Usually the ones with the pendant do better than just the plain turquoise ones, so this one again would be hopefully in the higher end, more towards 100 range. The last time I bought a bunch of J. King stuff, I sold all of it and it all sold very well, so I don't think I'll have an issue moving these, but yeah, there's another really nice piece there. I do have just a little bit more of like randomness, so there's some more silver stuff. Here I bought these silver little pins. Here's a little eagle dancer, another watch. Here's a little perfume. This is kind of neat. It's like a glass with it's curved, and then this one's flat. These are all like perfume vials. This is sterling. I looked up the mark. It's from 1915, so that's kind of cool. Here's a couple of, here's a little pocket watch, all cracked and everything. Gold-filled Waltham with the monogram on the back. Not the best, but the ones that have the red outer part, I always do better on the ones that have the red and the black, so again, it'll probably just go mostly in a watch lot, because I have a couple of watches now like this one. Little busted old watches, but still neat. People love to take these and craft with them and take the parts, do whatever, and then here's a nice this is $9.50 silver belt buckle with no monogram. Might clean that up and try and get, 40 or 50 bucks for it. I doubt it. I'll probably just end up scrapping it, honestly, but may think about cleaning it. Here's a little nice sterling little eagle dancer guy. I think I paid 10 bucks for him. I have him listed, a couple people looking at it. Hasn't sold yet. It's not marked anything, but tested it sterling. Bought 3 of these little blimp pins, or whatever, hot air balloons. They're marked 925 and some kind of a maker's mark. I just bought it because it was the 3. I thought that was kind of unusual. It's like, okay, 3 of the same pin, so I listed them together. I probably should have done a quantity listing, just listed one with 3 quantity, but we'll see what those do if they ever sell. And then I just have a couple more pieces, I think. Here's this one I just shouldn't have bought, I don't think, but I saw some other ones with this little inlay piece and they sold for a decent amount, but I don't know, I might have paid 15 bucks for this or something, which I think is probably nonsense and I shouldn't have bought it, but that's okay. Little sterling earrings, You know, I've got more, you know, I've got tons of this stuff. This isn't even all of it. I've got more, I just don't want to get it out. Sterling cufflinks, you guys kind of know the deal. Here's a little tiny 14. This is probably like the only piece of gold I got other than that 10 karat pin. But I got this for $1. It's a little tiny, you know, I don't know what this says. My guardian angel protects me. Little 14 karat piece for $1. And then, I think these are pens. $10. These are some Ever Sharp pens. They're a little bit beat up. I don't know what's going on there. But I'll see if I can clean them up at all. See, they're all, I don't know if that's tarnish or what, but this is a really old, this is from like the 30s. This has got that, you want to look for these on pens, the little levers. Those are usually better. But it's in the case with the paperwork and everything like that. If I can get them cleaned up and looking nice, I could probably get 40 or 50 for it. As is, probably not much, but someone will buy it. And then I just had one more little box. This is a Longines 10 World's Fair Grand Prizes. Kind of neat. It's old. I think this is from like 1938 or something like that. The watch looks basically brand new from what I can tell, but it doesn't run, which is really weird. So I don't know if there's something going on there, but the watch looks perfect, but it's just not running, which really sucks. So we'll see how that goes, but you know, I spent 15 on that. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Sorry about the long video and the ranting, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe.